splashes.
I like the DJ.
Mr.Iconix and King
I really like the DJ.
Flashes. Going.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, MiChel Rose, and today we are here on Rose Chronicles. I'm so excited you decided to stop by and holler at your girl and see what's going on the Chronicles, guys. Today, we're going to be talking to an amazing guest. His name is Lil Ron. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Awesome. Lil Ron is an amazing entrepreneur and businessman. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But today, before we go any further, you know we got a positive quote of today. And today's positive quote is, some people want it, some people need it, some people wish they had it, but dreamers make it happen. And that is only told and said, quoted by Mr. Lil Ron. Yes, today's positive.
Thank you very much.
That is today's positive quote. And again, guys, if you didn't know, if you didn't hear it in the back, some people want it, some people need it, and some people wish they had it, but dreamers make it happen. All right. Well, since we got that out the way, let's get ready and go into this first segment. I'm so excited, guys. We're going to be talking about choices today. Now, as we all know, everyone has to make a choice one way or another. Whether you make a good choice or a bad choice, you make a choice. Or if you don't make a choice at all, still a choice. So today, Ron, I want to talk to you about choices because you've made a lot of choices in your life that have gotten you where you are today. So let's talk about the very first choice you made to go into podcasting. What was that choice like?
Well, it was hard because I was thinking that if I do it this way right here, it could work this way.
Yeah.
But if I do it that way, it may not work. I decided to go straight, and I just did it this way right here. I wanted to be like totally different. The choice I chose is to go straight because I wanted to be real and authentic, and that's the way I chose to go.
Wow, I love that. And you have 4 shows. There's one show right now that is just like kicking up like all kind of flames. It's on fire right now. You have Kicks and Tricks. Tell me, how did you come into creating that show?
Basically, I was sitting at home and I was thinking, I said, hey, I need to have a show that broadcasts tennis shoes because I watch all the people shows. Matter of fact, one of the guys I watch, his name is Unbreakable Kicks.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a real good guy. And Unbreakable Kicks and all the rest of them, I get tired of watching shows where people be talking about unboxing the shoe,
right?
Showing you this, telling you this is real, telling you this is fake. At the end of the day, whatever a person chose to wear is what they chose to wear. Everybody that wear a Gucci belt don't have a real Gucci belt on.
Right. That's
so
right.
You chose what you want. So I said I wanted to have a show that's only focused on the tennis shoe, but I'm going to give you the history behind the shoe. I'm going to take you back to when we had one episode we talked about Menace to Society when a Jordan tennis shoe came out.
Yeah.
Did another episode we talked about starter jackets. People forget about that. You know, people actually got killed over Chicago Bulls, the Raiders, them jackets. They got killed over them jackets back in the days.
Right.
So I take people back down memory lane and show them, hey, look, this is what this was. This is around about the time of this era. And then I explained to them everything about the tennis shoe. Because some things people don't even know about a tennis shoe. They just got it on their feet. They just rocking it.
Right.
So I just try to give them a little history on that. And I made my show different. I can't compare my show to nobody else because nobody else show does exactly what I do. That's what I researched first before I did that.
So, a lot of times on Rose Chronicles, I like to kind of just flow with things. Mm-hmm. And because you just said something that just really stuck out to me, you researched. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't really know the importance of researching, especially in days like this. Everything is like coming and flying like so fast. So researching is very important. Why is that important?
Because you can learn from somebody else's mistake. That's a key important thing people don't know. Because, if this person did it and it didn't work for them, they'll tell you the reason why it didn't work for them, or you can pay attention to the reason why. Some people content is always and it's always swearing here and there, or the N word this, the N word that. It don't supposed to be that way. You're supposed to have content that's good on both levels,
Right.
On the children level and the adult level. You put it both in the middle. You got both parties. You can't go wrong.
I love that.
Because kids, they watch more stuff than we watch.
Oh,
That's a proven fact. They watch.
That's so true.
Yep,
That,
they
that's
watch
so true.
YouTube
If you don't know what you're
24/7.
doing, you better ask your little cousin.
That's
they,
right.
they
Pick it up real quick and fast. They pick it up, and they mama say, where you watch that at? Oh, I saw this on YouTube. I saw this on Instagram. I saw this on TikTok. Boom. There it is right there.
That is so true. A lot of people don't understand, like, why entrepreneurs, when they go into their creative zone and they just go for it, they don't really understand, like, what all it takes to make things happen.
Sacrifices.
Oh, man. A lot of sacrifices, right?
Hard dedication.
I want you to talk about what what choices do you make to have your space, like, because in order for you to create all that you do, right, you got to have a space where you can think. So what have you done to create those spaces?
I have two different spaces. I have, when I need that time to myself, I sit down and I try to evaluate. If I can evaluate something and see how I'm going to plan it out, I always look at both sides. If I do it this way, will it turn out that way? Or if I do it this way right here, will it turn out this way?
Right.
So I try to use better judgment when I basically trying to figure out when I'm in my space. I just be like, hey, let me try to figure this out, and let me see if I can try to figure out a way that I can actually gain my audience. Because every person I see is a fan to me. I have to figure out, I have to win that fan over. That's the way I see it. If I can win them over, I'm good. Once I get them to come and stop by, boom, we good from there. It's easy, it's done.
I love that. Every person that you meet is a fan. You just have to win them over.
That's it.
Man, that's deep.
Yes.
I like that. One of the shirts that I decided to pick, and I love my shirt. Y'all see? Voila. Like, so, like you just said earlier, like, a lot of people, they go into, like, the more, they cuss. They just go, they're edgy, right?
That's right.
You are more of a very creative, but you always have a message. And some people don't make that choice to have a message. They just say, I'm going to put out whatever. So the shirt that I'm wearing says voila. And I love that because in the industry, we all run past somebody that lie.
That's
and
right.
sometimes more than one. Or
That's
two
true.
in a day.
Yes.
So let's talk about the choices that you've made to avoid people like that. Like, because once you get consistently done, eventually you start building up walls, right? So what choices have you made to avoid people that come in your direction with the lie?
I basically got a good sense of bad vibes. Certain things that people do, it's almost like you've seen it before. Especially when they tell you, I got you, I'm going to hook you up, man, I'm going to do this right here. This, come on by my office, do this. I've been down there. I'm like this. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
I love that.
And then you got to remember,
That's a classic. I love that.
And you think about it, if you a visionary, everybody's not born to be a visionary.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a visionary, it's nothing that you can, I look at it like this. Why would I go jump in the ship with those guys over there when I have all the tools and all the talents and I can build my own ship and I can ride right on the side of them?
I love that. One of the people that I think has really made a big difference in the world. I'm gonna say a couple of names, and I just want you to tell me what you get from them.
Okay.
Say their name.
All right.
Barack Obama.
Oh man, a good, smart, intelligent man changed the world.
Spike Lee.
Entrepreneur, demand respect, and change the film world. Because if it wasn't work for Spike Lee,
Come on.
it wouldn't be no Tyler Perry. You got to keep it 100.
Big facts.
That's a proven fact.
No, it's so true because school. If listen, school days put a lot of people on. School days put a lot of people on.
Tisha Campbell.
And listen,
Yes.
shout out to Tisha Campbell. That's my girl, man.
I think Martin Lawrence was in that movie too, if I'm not mistaken. At the beginning, he had some Jordans on, if I'm not mistaken. I think Martin Lawrence is in School Days at the beginning. I think he is.
Really?
I think he come out the apartments at the beginning. I think he
I'm gonna
does.
go back and I'm gonna see. I
think he does
I
when he
can't
first
say
come
yes or
on.
no, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see that because if Martin was in School Days, I'm gonna be like, y'all, all these years, maybe that's how Gina and Martin hooked.
I think he had like a little short part. I think it's only that one scene he had in the
That's all
beginning.
it takes sometimes.
Yeah, you sure right.
Now, let's see who else I got. Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. Malcolm X is a...
First words that come to you, like first thing that come to you.
Malcolm X is gonna be a visionary.
Ah,
That's proven, man, because what he basically did kind of changed the course of the world right now. Because all your greats look up to Malcolm X.
that's so true.
Tupac.
That's so true.
they people they don't know. They look up
That's so
to
true.
Malcolm X.
That's so true. You know, when you look up choices, the meaning of it is an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. So you've had a lot of choices that you've had to make to be where you are. And a lot of people don't understand that sometimes it's difficult making, you know.
I lost a lot of friends along the way behind that.
Talk about it.
I got to a point where I actually, in my music career early on, I used to be around a lot of people and they used to be into drugs. I was never into drugs like that. And I had to make a decision I still have hits that's put to the side that can stand the test of time right now.
Timeless music. Come on, talk about it. I love it.
I had to actually scrap it because the crowd that I was involved with wasn't on the same level I was on. So I had to sacrifice and put that to the side. And that changed a course of my life to have me to go back and reevaluate my life and to put me where I am right now.
Wow.
And that was actually, super hard.
Wow. So you had to make choices to adjust, but then you still, I would say you definitely outgrew clearly that audience particularly. With making those type of choices, what do you see in yourself that reflects the choices that you've made?
Man, I see, it made me smarter. I tell you, it made me a smarter and a better businessman because I didn't want to go down the same road that a lot of people go down. Actually, right now, like I was talking to somebody the other day and they were talking about music and they didn't even know about owning the rights to their music. Because I was telling them about Anita Baker. She just speaking of Anita Baker, she just got her master's.
I saw that. Oh my God. I saw that the other day. That's crazy.
But did you know that Prince will not do a song with you if you did not own your masters? People did not know that. Prince would not do a song with you if you didn't own your masters.
Really?
You did not own them, he will not do a song with you. And you think back, look how many features Prince got. He don't have that many. If you did not own your masters, he will not do it. Shaka Khan, he did it because he knew she owned her masters. But a lot of other people, they didn't own it. He wouldn't do it with you.
Wow. You know, that's very interesting because that was a lot of choices that had to be made. I mean, you had a lot of people back in the day that had a lot of hits that was very, very, like, you know, household names. And he made the choices not to work with those people because they didn't own the rights to their stuff. So that's very, very important. Again, that goes into you researching and you making the choice and the decision to sit down and do your research.
Yeah, you know, some people they don't research. They don't research things. It's like I talk about it all the time. But like Master P, man, the only thing I liked about him when he did No Limit, he came and did what he needed to do, and he got out. Some people may say he'll sell out or Master P is washed up. No, he was a smart man. He came in, made his money, and he left and went on about his business. Master P was a rapper, but he wasn't a hardcore rapper. He's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
People don't understand. He's a businessman.
That's so true because he eventually got into basketball, which didn't, you know, it went good because he can ball too. But the NBA stat was was different. But he did good. Was he with the Pelicans?
No, believe it or not, Master P, he actually went to Toronto Raptors first. People don't remember that. He went to the Raptors, and he actually ended up going to another team too as well, which was the Charlotte Hornets. But he actually was with the Toronto Raptors. Master P actually was a good basketball player before he even did what he did now. Being an entrepreneur, you always got to keep your hand into something. Like, prime example, I have my new wine coming out.
Okay.
My new wine is going to be selective. It's nice. I want to tell you the name, but I don't want you to laugh.
Enlighten us, please.
The name of the first wine that I got coming out, it's 3 of them, but the first one is going to be exclusive. It's going to be called Cato.
I love that.
Cato is the first wine.
Cato wine. Come on now. I like that.
Yeah, Cato
it's
is
smooth.
good. Yes, it's going to be good. I'm thinking it's going to be a nice wine. I can't give out too no. I can tell you this. I'm going to put it on the market as of sometime next year. But my guests that come on to my show, I'm going to be able to bust the bottle open and let them taste it.
I love it. How do you make the decisions that you make? Even because you got to have people working around you. So how do you make the choices to have the right people working around you? Like, how do you bring in those people and say, okay, this is going to be you're going to be a good fit?
Well, everybody have different type of vibes.
Right.
When I talk to a person, you pretty much can tell if a person is into it. I'll stick my hand out and try to help you and give you the invitation. If you don't grab onto it and you don't take it, then unfortunately you don't want to do it. You can't take the horse to the pail and make him drink the water.
That's so true. See, that's that old school saying that I like to hear old school saying because it lets me know you've been around.
Speaking of old school, people don't understand, especially like with your career.
Yes.
Everything you learn comes from history. It's just repeating itself all over again.
So true.
In a different form. That's it.
That's so true.
It was another MiChel Rose 15, 20 years ago doing the same thing.
So true.
She may not have been on podcasts, but she was on a radio station.
Right.
That MiChel Rose either had the option to take it and go further or drop out.
And I think that's been like the biggest thing for podcasting because I see a lot of people, they get started, they're going, they have good things going, and then they just disappear.
It's the crowd they keep.
It is.
See, when you have the right people in place behind you, on the side of you, y'all motivating each other, you basically start a show like I did with Kicks and Tricks.
Right.
I know my co-hosts. We love doing the show together.
Right.
I come off of a good season. I go into my own show that I'm doing. And then once I finish that show, I'm finna get ready to get my co-host to do another show with me and another person.
So you just keep it
going in a circle.
Just
like Master P. Almost every album on No Limit had Master P on there. Every one.
That's so true.
He made the barrier. Then Silk the Shocker, Mill X, Mr. Servon, Skullduggery.
Right.
They all start going piece by piece. It was just like a blueprint. He said, "Hey man, I kicked the door in. Come on, man. I'm gonna bring everybody in. Come on. Hey, let's go ahead and bring these." And I try to open my hand and bring everybody in because it's enough money for everybody to eat. Everybody can't have all the money.
It's so true. It's so true.
And some people feel like, well, MiChel Rose is over here making this money, and I'm finna be in competition with her. I'm finna just steal her audience. No, man, because somebody may not like what MiChel Rose is talking about, and they may like what Jennifer is talking about. Somebody may not like what Jennifer talking about, may like what you're talking about.
Right.
But when everybody network together, everybody fan base stays within a circle, within a pool.
That's so true. And one thing that's really big is that it's an audience out there for everybody.
That's right.
And what's the worst decision that you've made, and how did you overcome it?
Oh man, the worst decision I made.
Oh,
I won't disclose no dollar amount.
Okay.
Let's just say, no, I'm not even. This is how I'm going to say this. I actually cost myself a contract for like $250,000.
Oh wow.
I actually, at the time, I was faithful to my partner, which was Carol, which is named Rodney Carrington. We had a deal that we was going to get ready to do.
Yeah.
It was crazy because he made a joke about the computer. He was like, if we're gonna do this, how you gonna take the computer and you gonna take it on the stage? And then he was a big thing. We were talking about the name. We had a name, it was called Waloke. And in that contract, we wouldn't own our name. I personally didn't care because I was like, hey, as long as I don't get nobody get Wala, I'm cool.
Right.
So,
right.
But he didn't see it that way, and I made the decision to follow with my partner. If I wouldn't have did that deal, it would have been like totally different because I could have did something totally different in my life. But I'm actually glad I did that. I'm going to tell you the reason why.
Okay.
I wouldn't be across from you right now talking.
Oh, come on.
That's the thing that...
Heartbeat. I love that.
Yeah, so it's a good thing though. So it was a bad decision, but it was a good. But it taught me to do what you want to do. That's the thing it taught me. Hey, look,
that's a hell of a choice.
Yes.
And see, that is the thing. That's what I was looking for. And you're actually the first guest that I've had on this series of choices, but that's exactly what that's what I was looking for. Do what you want to do.
Because tomorrow's not promised to
It's
nobody.
not. It's so true.
COVID-19 can take you out today or tomorrow.
Exactly. So the choices that you make, people, do what you want to do. It's and why lie? Don't lie. It's not. Don't lie. Do what you want to do, and just live. Because I just love that. That is so what I wanted to hear. Because I believe that in the days that we're living in, you got to live.
That's right.
It's literally like YOLO. You only live once, and so. When you are saying that you're going to do something, when you got to make these choices, you got to make these decisions. Don't lie to yourself. Go for it. Don't do the yin and the yang. Go for it. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. And LaRon, that's what you've done. And that's why we're sitting here. That's why so many people are just around the world are being influenced by you because you are following your dreams and you going for it. You've made a lot of great choices.
Yes.
A lot of great choices.
And I don't take no for an answer. I'm like, no, we're going to do this.
I love that. I love it. And don't take no for an answer. So with the positive quote today being quoted by you, some people want it, some people need it, some people wish they had it, but dreams make it happen. Guys.
My book coming out too.
Your book is coming out.
Yep.
What's going to be the name of your book?
The name of the book is going to be called Why Lie?
Guys, listen. That's a stamp. That is officially a stamp. LaRon, it has been such a pleasure to have you. Tell us about Kicks and Tricks. The new season is coming. What can we look for?
Season 2, we're going to shift over to my favorite, Converse.
Okay.
We're going to shift to
Converse
Converse.
Kicks.
Yes, and we're going to do some, people have been asking for SB Dunks. We're going to do SB Nike Dunks in this season 2 as well.
Okay, well, listen. I am becoming a huge connoisseur of sneakers right now because of Kicks and Tricks. Normally, I'm a heels girl. I keep my stilettos on. But thank you, LaRon, for bringing Kicks and Tricks, the Partition, and so many amazing other podcasts to the platform for people to be able to see and vision themselves in sneakers and entrepreneurs coming to the platform. LaRon, it's never a dull moment. I'm definitely going to have you back on the show for sure.
I'll be happy to come.
Thank you for being a guest on Rose Chronicles and talking about choices. If you didn't get no golden nuggets, I don't know what to tell you. It's your girl, MiChel Rose. Smooches and roses.
Peace.